Hello YouTube, today on my first video ever on Food for Foodies, I'm going to be making vanilla cupcakes. But today my cameraman's out because he's sick, so I'm going to have to be moving the camera around while cooking. The first one you're going to need is some type of bowl with a mixer. I use one of the mixers because it's easier for me because my arms are lazy. So you can either use this type or this type. I prefer this one because it's meant for mixing cupcakes. So you're just going to attach it, but we're going to do that after. So what you'll need is 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, which is shown right here. And then you're going to need 1 1/4 teaspoons baking powder. And then you're going to need just a pinch of salt. So like 1 pinch. And then you're going to need 1 stick butter, which is equivalent to 1/2 of butter. And then 1 cup sugar. 2 large eggs. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, and 2/3 milk. And then the butter, it doesn't have to be completely softened, but I like to melt it first. So what you're going to do first is put the oven on exactly 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to do that right now. Prep it. Okay, so usually when you start cooking, you put the sugar and butter in first, so that's what I'm going to be doing. First, let me attach this to this. Just attach it smoothly. I'm going to turn this so it won't go in. I put the sugar in first, and then I put the butter in. So what I'm going to do is put it on 2, or just stir it very slowly. It has to be fluffy and soft, so like if you want to pick it up like that, it like weighs nothing, and it's going to have to look creamy. So I'm going to stir it for about 30 seconds, or 15, whenever it looks good to me. And then I'm going to slowly put the eggs in, one at a time after that. So I'm going to do that right now. And if the trash can's far away from you, just put it in the butter cup or something that you use to put the butter in. Okay, so now your sugar, eggs, and butter is in. Next, you're going to have to put your vanilla extract in after that goes all the way. It's going to look a little yellow, like this. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to start putting the vanilla extract in. You're going to need 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Next, you're going to be putting all of your flour and your dry ingredients. I usually start off with the big ones, the most needed ones, which is flour. So I'm going to be putting that in after that looks good enough to do. So it needs to be looking like that. It will be at a yellow color. If it's brown, then you're way off. Okay. First, I'm going to lower the thing because the flour would spill all over the place. Slowly put it in, pat it down like this. For the flour, you're going to need 1.5 cups of it. So it's going to be looking doughy, like that. Then I'm going to put my baking soda powder. Sorry, getting confused. Make sure it's baking powder because soda and powder taste extremely different. And you'll realize it after. And you're going to need 1 1/4 teaspoons of that. It's going to look the same kind of. Next, you're going to be putting your whole milk in there, which is only going to be 2-3 cups of it. It will look weird in the beginning, like you can see right there. You just need to wait for it about 1 minute or so. It's going to look creamy, and I'm going to put it up to 4. Okay, so now my milk's put in, and I need to get out my pan, which I have right here. It could be one of the cupcake pans that has the holders already attached into them. If you do have that, then you need to put some Pam on it. Okay, so I'll be back when it's time to put the cupcakes on the tray and get them into the oven. Bye for then. And back. Sorry that it took, in my time, like for you it just goes straight for it. Mine took about 5 minutes to fill all of them out. My oven's already ready at 350 degrees. You should not put over the top, like right there. If you do, it will overrise and it will overlayer the other cupcakes. I've done it before with my first batch ever. Okay, so you're going to put them in the oven now. You should only put them in the oven for about 19 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. Just put them in. And done. Set your timer, wherever it is, whatever it is. Okay. I'll be back then. Bye. And I'm back. Here are some of the cupcakes. They're not all of them. It doesn't make just 4 or 5. Okay. For the tinfoil ones, all you have to do is take that off, and then there's going to be paper types in it. And then, there you have it, your vanilla cupcakes. I didn't have time to add the frosting to it because I was in a rush. I have to go somewhere in a few minutes. On my next video, I will probably make frosting on it. If I don't, sorry. And finally, leave your comments below if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, please comment why, and I'll change it. And this was just my first video. I know it was somewhat bad, so please forgive me for that. Subscribe if you'd like, because it will be much better in the future. And like, please. Bye.